Hi, my name is Jen Dreisky, and I work with South Dakota Voices for Peace, and I'm a member of the Jewish community here in Sioux Falls.
And I'm Brian Pulling, and I'm one of the Freemasons here in Sioux Falls.
And we just want to tell you a little bit about a model of advocacy that has become important and essential for the Jewish community. Around 5 years ago, we were experiencing an increase of anti Semitism, and we had been hiring security guards to come stand in the front as people were walking into the synagogue for high holy days and for just regular services when we knew there'd be a lot of people. And having a small child, I didn't want to have to walk by somebody with a gun to be able to go in and pray. And we came together as a board to figure out what could we do that is different. And we reached out to Brian through the Masons.
And so once we got that call and we heard what was going on, we found it just antithetical to what we believe in, that somebody has to be that afraid to go and pray. And so we took it upon ourselves to gather some men together and go down and simply stand in front of the synagogue. And what we decided we would say is that we'll stand guard while you pray. And it was a very simple thing, and it's turned into so much more than that over the years.
And knowing that Brian and the rest of the Masons are there, it gives such great comfort for us to know that we don't have to worry about what's going on outside, and we don't have to worry about what's going on outside coming inside, because unfortunately we've had those incidences in the middle of praying and being disrupted. And I can share a story of what has happened recently. My son is 11, and it was shortly after the election, and we were going to synagogue on a Friday night. And Jacob had a panic attack in the car and said, "They're going to get us, they're going to get us, they're going to get us," over and over, and he did not want to go to synagogue. And I was able to put my hand over his heart that was beating so fast, and I said, "Jacob, you don't have to worry, Brian's there." And he said, "Oh, yeah, Brian's there. Okay, it's going to be okay." And the fact that Brian's presence and the rest of the gentlemen's presence, knowing that they are going to be there, helped my son feel comfortable enough and safe enough to be able to go into our synagogue, to be able to pray, be a Jewish child running around the synagogue, knowing that there are people outside. And when we got out of the car, of course, Jacob, being typical boy, just did the side fist bump and walked in. But I went around to each of the gentlemen and gave hugs and let them know what their presence was able to give. And this is something that is invaluable. And it's a core memory for Jacob, knowing that these gentlemen are there. And we love them so much. They are invited in for meals and to learn more about what we do at the synagogue in the holidays. And we were able to honor them too in the middle of services, just to say thank you as a community to the Masons for what they provide. So they've become part of the tribe over the years. They have learned a little Hebrew, so they know the greetings of Shabbat Shalom or Chag Sameach. They are always there to walk us to our cars if it's even a little slick outside. So the comfort that they have provided is immeasurable.
Well, and a lot of what we've done has come from our heart because it's the right thing to do. And so we've always wanted to participate in the community in meaningful ways, and this has been by far one of the most meaningful things that we've done for our lodge. Participating in this has meant the world to the guys that have been involved in it. It's been probably our most successful program that we have within the lodge. We really do love doing this, and we've been doing this for long enough now that I've seen Jacob grow up. I've seen some of the other young kids grow up into young adults or into high school, middle schoolers, high schoolers, and it's just been so great to be a part of that and to share that with them, knowing that we've been outside to be able to make sure that they feel at ease inside. And so one of the things that we've just really wanted to do is to bring that comfort to the Jewish community and do what we can as human beings to just be there and be present and show ourselves for who we are.
And because this program has worked, we thought bringing this model out and expand it to other impacted communities. And right now, our immigrant and refugee communities, they're under a lot of stress in these uncertain times, and with things always changing. There is a concern about being able to go out into community, to watch your children play soccer, or to be able to go to a class to study English or driver's license class. And so we thought maybe we could replicate this model and expand it out through the programming of Lutheran Social Services. And to be able to give kids comfort in knowing they can just play soccer, and the parents comfort in knowing they can just sit back and watch their children, or they can be totally focused on the class, and knowing that there is somebody at the doors who's just going to handle all the things that may happen or may not happen. But they're there to provide that warm welcome of saying you belong and we got you. And you don't need to know Spanish or any of the other languages. You know, a smile transcends any language. And so just being present and saying hello is the first step. And it'll take time, and it will take people getting used to you, and that's normal. But we're here to support you as you step into this new world of advocacy. But right now, our communities need our help. And this is what allyship is being present, utilizing our privilege and our resources and our skills and talents to stand in solidarity for impacted communities so they can just take a breath and so that they can be who they need to be. And this is an opportunity for you to walk your faith. It is very much a spiritual work in standing in solidarity with marginalized communities. But this is our time to step up into that brave space of advocacy.
We are many hearts just beating as one. So don't be afraid. It's easy to do. It just takes a little bit of your time and a little bit of your effort.